where we're at, TNT.
In the land of footy madness where the crowds collide, Taz, Todd and Egi were ready for the ride. Taz rocks the blues with Crips in his heart. Viewers' questions coming now, that's just the start. Goals and speckies in the heat of the game. AFL glory, yeah, it's all the same. TNT Footy, we're living the dream. With Taz, Todd and Egi, we're a winning team.
G'day everyone, welcome to another episode of TNT Footy. I am one of your hosts, Taz. In the middle, we've got Moisty. How you going, buddy?
Yeah, good mate, you?
Very good, thank you. Too busy trying to get number one on the chat.
I'm number one, mate. I'm number one.
And at the end there, we got Eggy. How you going, buddy?
I'm very well, thank you. Welcome everyone. Welcome Todd.
Welcome,
welcome Will. Welcome Taz, and welcome Hugh.
welcome everyone. Todd's number one in that chat. Couldn't even get an XP last week. We're number one this week.
We got
Now, how are we, boys? Another big week of footy?
It was a great week of footy.
We have to ban you, Todd. All right, you are banned from chat.
No, you can't.
Spam. Absolute spam. Yeah, it was a good week of footy, actually. A few close games there. A couple of upsets.
Yeah,
Yes.
late blowouts.
Absolutely. So, as always, guys, we're going to go through the action from round 18. Going to listen to Moisty's controversial call. Got a very good Woo Girls Wowee.
Ooh.
And then we've got our viewers' questions. And to finish off, we'll give you an update on the tipping competition.
Beautiful.
G'day, George. Kelzo, welcome.
Welcome.
Way too many gangsters who have Crips in their heart.
Number one fan's gone. I'm done.
Um,
That's it. No, it's ruined.
Before we get into that, and clearly Moisty is focusing really well right now, please make sure that you minimize chat, hit the like button on this show because it does help our algorithm and it will help us get to 600 subscribers.
Which we're also giving away that St Kilda jersey when we hit that.
Yes, we are. Beautiful.
Get around us.
Oh, yeah, and in saying that, I finally unpacked a few more. Well, we're nearly finished. We've got the last couple of boxes to unpack. I found the
You've been in there for
certificate.
3 weeks.
Certificate of authenticity.
3 weeks.
It's a scam. It's invisible. It's a scam. It's nothing there.
You can't see it. It's a certificate of authenticity. Look, it might have seen better days, but I can get it laminated. It'll be fine.
I've got a laminator. Oh, you'll probably want to work anyway.
I do have one at work, actually, yes. Look, before we get into the rounds, I just wanted to get a bit of an update from you, Moisty. What's your dad up to this week?
No, mates, we fucking kicked a bit off.
Where's the video?
Kicked a bit off.
Where's
What
the
do we
video?
got? We've got 6Ks added. No, we haven't kicked any off. We've got one more K to add because I ran 5 on Sunday.
Oh, I don't
Forgot the
believe
video, but I did run 5. So that
Oh, I
means
don't
we're up
believe you.
to...
I don't know about you guys, but I think we need proof or it didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly. So I reckon you have to go back and redo
What were we on? I don't even remember what we were
I
on.
thought it was like 16 or 17.
It was a lot.
16, yeah, add 6. That's 23. Take away 5, back to 18. I'll do it all Saturday. Wait, what are we doing this weekend? Nothing. I'm going for 18 Ks on Saturday.
No, we don't want you to die, mate.
No, that's a piece of it.
You'll walk 17 of them. You'll start at 4 a.m. and finish at 12.
Just
No, it doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that long to rate 18, boys. That's just a quick marathon.
Hey, Zoe, welcome.
Welcome, Zoe.
What have we got here? Hugh, many upsets done and done. Thank you very much, Hugh. Appreciate the like. Kelzo, typical scammer Taz. And then was a great round of footy. Kelzo, 100% need proof. There you go, Todd. You've been told, buddy.
Well, you boys can get out there and run your own. Right, let's get into Thursday night
All right.
football.
Well, now we'll get into the footy, eh? How about it?
Probably best game of the round, I reckon, if we're asking Tassie. Brisbane versus Carlton.
Oh, I had a little thing flagged, but Todd kept cutting me off.
I didn't hear. What'd you do? Go.
As you can tell, Todd reads the run sheet real good.
Yeah. This reading's real good. I said, Eggy to intro. I was going to say, it was upset round this week, and the only one on Thursday that were upset was the Carlton supporters. But, yep, That threw me off a little bit
I've
there.
gone through 2 in. 2 in. Oh, I was trying to get off me run. You boys try and run 18 Ks on the weekend. I've got to.
That's good.
This
But
is,
yes,
this is clearly us. Sorry, Eggy, we'll let you go.
Yeah, Carlton v Brisbane. So we had Brisbane getting over the top of them. Carlton were looking okay in the first quarter, and then
Oh, trash.
I don't know what game you were watching. There was no okay about anything Carlton done on the weekend.
The pressure was okay, but Brisbane were far too good. Even when we had our pressure at as much as we could and not giving them time on the ball, you could clearly see the difference in the skill sets. Carlton kept missing tackles, kept missing disposals with their passes. Brisbane would go forward, hit 6 targets up the field and kick a goal. So Brisbane are hitting some really good form leading into finals.
yes, very well.
No, they are. And Brisbane, they're all showing in great form. Fletcher off the half back there is become electric. Like no one knew who he was coming into this season.
People knew who he was. He went pick number 12 as a father-son last year.
Yeah, but no one knew him. No one knew him.
I've known about him.
He's fired up.
Look at their father-sons. You've got the 2 Ashcroft boys and Fletcher who have all been elite this year.
And then
all been great.
Their midfield's elite. That's all you can say about it.
It is. And how good is McCluggage?
Yes, very well. Well, it was a little bit quieter on Thursday because I think maybe was it King Cotter or someone was on him for a little bit.
Yeah, Sincotter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just catch up on chat with Tiger Time because I seen this. The guy with the David Gorringe t-shirt on.
Yeah, yes. That was hilarious.
Richmond supporter. Richmond Gorringe, mate. But yes, we saw that. I laughed. I didn't stop laughing for about half hour. It was.
Well, I didn't see it live. I only saw it on Dan's posts, which I thought was funny.
Yeah,
like what's going on here?
Great.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
And just want to welcome Tiger Time to chat as well. He's just said it was a rough round of footy tipping.
It was a very rough round.
Absolutely. Turtle says Carlton skills don't exist. Tiger Time, LOL at the guy. Oh, yep. And then Brisbane didn't seem shy about hitting the corridor at all. No, and I think that's going to be their key going into the finals because finals footy is very different, but they've got the experience now to show what they can do. Overall, I really don't think there's much to say about this game except for how good was Mark Pittenay's goal from outside.
Was the end of the
65.
first or end of the second?
It was the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
60 barrel from a ruckman.
Yeah, that was good.
Happens more than you think, mate. Cherry done one, Gorn done one.
The only barrels that Sherry does is with his fists into people's head.
Right, mate. Cherry, you look up Cherry's goal, 70 metres last year.
I do remember.
Might have been from the top of the square, but we'll just forget that. Well, then back to Egi. He would have been a bit happy the next day.
We were. On Friday, it was Gold Coast v Collingwood. It was it was a slaughtering in the first half, but Collingwood couldn't kick a goal. But Gold Coast were too fast, too tough. They were smashing Nick Dacos around the ball. They were just, I'd hate to come up against Matt Rowell, I reckon. He's a big boy.
Matt Rowell, big boy. Yeah. But when was the last time we said Collingwood not kick a goal till like 5 minutes before 3/4 time?
It's not like they didn't have their chances, though.
Nah, they missed a lot, yeah.
Butchered the ball.
They missed a ton.
Well, Jamie Elliott did get one, but it was just touched on the end of the edge of the line there.
Yeah. 0 goals, 10 at one point.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
But then you kicked one and then it just floodgates open.
Yeah, they just come flying in, but yeah. They could have had the win if they wanted it, but they just...
Well, they could have, and at one point there in that last quarter, Gold Coast were $5 on Sportsbet.
Ooh.
To win. $5 you could have got them when Collingwood hit the front.
Jeez, you would have been pretty happy if you put 100 on that.
We were watching live and then they kicked away. But that was good signs by Gold Coast there to show some strength late to kick off and fight off Collingwood, even though Collingwood
they've got a pretty hard run at home. Or actually, Collingwood's got a hard run as well too, so it should be good to see.
So nicking that one, putting that one under your belt though is a good start because we all assumed they were going to lose that one and be a further pick down. So that could be help them even top 4 now.
It should help their confidence towards the back end of the season to show that they can match it with the best. Because I really want Gold Coast to make the 8. I really do for the first time in their history.
Well, I think with Dimmer on board, they're looking good.
Absolutely, they are. And Matt Rowell and Noah Anderson in the middle of the ground. They grew up playing juniors together, and it shows.
They played their whole ground of footy together. Yeah.
And
they're tough. They're tough.
Well, Matt Rowell's also had 30 tackles in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's unreal. That is
tackling machine, mate. Tackling machine.
But I think the biggest story from this game was Josh Dacos's last quarter.
Yeah, that was huge.
Oh, huge.
It's the best quarter out of any player all year.
Yep. It's nearly one of the best of all time.
Yep.
Yeah, I was talking to a couple of Collingwood, and they were saying the same as I was saying. Now, I brought this up with them, but Nick Dacos for Brownlow, I reckon Josh has had a better season. I don't think
Mate, I've been telling you since round 7. I've been saying it since round 7.
I don't even think Nick's the best in his own team. He's not winning a Brownlow because he's not even the best in his club.
It's going to be interesting because Josh played, as you boys confirmed with me, pretty much played the last quarter on the ball.
Yeah.
I don't think he's done that much in his short career.
Nah, he's usually been on the wing or been like a half back.
Yeah.
And so how do you kick him out of there now? After a quarter like that, you've got to find room to fit him in.
You have to, don't you?
Well,
because if him and Nick can turn it on together.
Yeah, I know. But how much has Josh picked up his game since Nick has come into the team, though?
Yeah, and we said that years ago with Nick's first season there, you could see the dramatic improvement from Josh immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. And he's just continued to improve. People were saying, Josh will never be as good as Nick and whatnot. I reckon he's nearly just as good, if not better, at the moment.
He's better this season. He's been better this season. Boy.
I reckon they're giving the Ashcroft brothers a run for their money, so it's going to be
100%.
It's going to be great to see in the next few years, that's for sure.
Definitely, mate. Fully agree with you.
We better move on from that one because it was a good win. Good win. Then when we had Adelaide dominate Bulldogs.
I wouldn't say dominate, but...
Well, not dominate, but they had more shots. They kicked away. Bulldogs come late, but I think Adelaide had control the whole time.
If there was another 3 minutes left, or 2 minutes left, I reckon Dogs were going to win.
Yeah, but it was too little, too late.
Yeah. I do agree with you.
Adelaide put the cue in the rack and had them done.
But having those big forwards up front is really helping them, like Fogarty, Thilthorpe, Walker... Actually, I can't even remember who the other big one.
But Thilthorpe kicks 6. He's just a monster. Absolute monster.
Too strong, too big.
Norton kicked 3 or 4 early in the game and then didn't do much after that from memory.
Wait, he finished on 5.
Yeah, so he only kicked another 1 or 2, considering on the trajectory it was on. Yep. Ed Richards had a big game, though. He kicked 2 goals from 29 touches.
Yes.
He's had a big season.
He has.
Richards. Yeah.
He's probably been their number 1 midfielder, I would assume. Libba's been pretty good.
Nah, you got Libba. You got Libba in there.
Yeah.
And the Bond at times, because I think Bond's been tagged out of a few games, so you can't hold that against him.
And he missed a few early because of injury as well.
Yeah.
I'm just going to catch us up on chat before we keep going with this game. Sorry, guys.
That's right.
Hugh Tanner, 62 metres was Pito's goal, according to Bounce. Pitno produced a beautiful... Tiger Times just said that. Not since against the Cats in 2021 have the Pies had a goalless quarter previously to last week. There you go. So quarter time 2021. Hugh Tanner, genuine question. Could any other team peg back that deficit or even hit the lead from that position? That's Collingwood and Gold Coast.
Brisbane could do it.
I think we have had teams do it this year.
We have. I think a few teams could, as long as they get that momentum, because momentum's massive in the game now.
Yeah,
it's huge in the game. Turtle, imagine Nick got paid the holding freeze Rao got.
Who told that?
Turtle. Who do you think? Who do you come on? Jesus
Christ. I see Nick throw an elbow 2 weeks ago, and it was brushed off as nothing. I'm not getting an elbow. I don't see elbows that bad in freaking UFC. Nick's throwing bull daggers and he got nothing.
Hugh Tanner, I reckon Gold Coast will make the 8. I agree with you. Josh has had an amazing season. Tiger Time, I've got to say goodbye to Kane Corns not getting a lobster haircut on the back of his head now, sadly. Hugh Tanner, Crows took the foot off the gas in the 4th, and then Crows looked sharp in the midfield for the majority of last week against the Dogs. Crows look great at the moment. They really do.
Dogs just not showing up against top 8 teams again.
No, again. They showed up late, but Crows look real good. Very explosive.
They haven't they've beaten 1 top 8 team this year. That's it. So are they pretenders again? Like we thought, like they were last year?
Just playing more bottom ends.
Yeah. And then Daniel Curtin, he's been playing a great few games the last couple of weeks. It really hurts my draft teams. I had him in early, but he was struggling to get out of that sub bench.
Ooh, and guess who picked him up?
I dropped him months ago, like back in April.
I picked him up about April, I reckon.
He's been good. He's been great. So the midfield of Curtin, Saligo, Laird, all running through that, and Rankin having mid forward time. It's been really impactful.
Very.
Really impactful. And then Riley O'Brien, he's been pretty serviceable in the ruck as well, probably the last 4 to 5 weeks.
Yep.
So really good signs from them. They can definitely give finals a red hot crack. I don't think they'll miss from here. I think Adelaide's
I think they may. And then we're on to your blokes that couldn't make the finals this year, Tassie, and they've knocked off the 3rd seat.
Yeah,
instantly.
Well, I just think they know how to play Geelong. They've beaten them the last 3 times. Both at GMHBA. So.
Bit of a bogey team. GWS versus Geelong we're talking about. GWS getting the chocolates there when Geelong looked to have them early.
They did, but then, Petty Dangerfield didn't do much from what I saw.
And what about Stringer?
He's doing good. He's come good.
Kicked 5.
Yep.
Their forward line's very damaging.
Yes.
Very. How good's Cadman looking?
Cadman, they still didn't rate him. He kicked 5 on the weekend, or 4, I think.
6-1.
Oh, is that all? It must have been 5 week before.
Yeah, mate. The last 3 weeks, he has been outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Really starting to show why he went pick number 1. But when you've got Cadman, Stringer, Riccardi, Green, and Hogan in that forward line, that's really good on paper. And then around the feet, you've got Darcy Jones. That's unreal. Yeah. That's a good forward line. So
very damaging, as we saw. Another high score, another 100 and high hundreds.
Yeah,
111. Yep. So
Bedford kept Holmes pretty quiet too early on. He only got 2 touches. Holmes only got 2 touches in the first quarter.
Yeah, he was kept pretty quiet. Do you know who I do like from Geelong is Shannon Neal? I've mentioned him a couple of times this year.
Yeah,
he's only 22. He's fantastic.
Mate, there's so many young like key forwards. This in each team this year is crazy. Like you got Sam Darcy, you got Nate Caddy. Who else is there? There's
normally they take a few seasons. Yeah, seasons to get going, but they're all just sort of hitting their strides, just come straight in and just firing.
Yeah, you got Cadman. Cadman's been a bit of a slow burn.
Yeah.
Melbourne
he's not scared to take a mark too against the big boys.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And Melbourne have got Van Rooyen and they've got that other new guy as well. So
but
it's good.
Melksham keeps kicking goals for them.
Mate, Melksham has been amazing. He's kicked 14 goals in 3 weeks.
Yeah. Contract year, boys. Contract year. Got to get the bucks up. Got to get there. Then we had probably the worst game I've ever seen in my life. We were talking about the game over in Bunbury, but this game did not have a goal kicked in a half of football.
I didn't like it.
Half of football, there was not one goal kick. We're talking about Richmond and Essendon, with Richmond getting the chocolates this week.
Yes, they did. Just to finish off the upsets for the round.
Yeah,
well, I don't know if this was more an upset because Essendon are injury riddled. They have no players left on the park, so I had a funny feeling Essendon was going to get this done.
Yeah.
Richmond was going to get this done.
Did you think it was going to be this low scoring?
No, I didn't think it'd be a misfist, but I didn't think it'd go a half without a goal kicked either. But a lot of that was the entries inside the forward 50.
Yeah.
They both still got to work on that craft. Well, with a lot of teams in the AFL, but yeah, the entries inside it was just played in between the arcs.
I was reading chat. Tiger Time has said he had a funny feeling Giants would beat the Cats as much as they match up really well against Geelong's midfield. Kelzo, Cats haven't beaten the Giants since 2022. Cadman is on fire the last 3 weeks. I fully agree with that. Tiger Time, Giants come back from 34 points down against Tigers earlier in the year. Hugh, I should have said after playing as poorly as the Pies had for almost 3 quarters. LOL, my bad. Yeah, Tiger Time also agrees. Tiger versus Bombers was horrible to watch. It was a little over 16 minutes for goalless. And then Kelso, no one asked for the full truth. I heard from somewhere that other than COVID, it was the lowest winning score for a side since 1989, round 11.
Oh,
And he said, as a Tigers fan, I always keep track
of
of
this,
the
of
of
this.
this. It's both sides were very young. We've got
Yeah,
to take that into consideration because Essendon have been smashed with injuries. So both sides were very young. I think it was a really good showing for what the future's going to hold if they can kick accurate. Inaccuracy killed them. It
yep,
was good to see Taj Houghton kick a goal in his first game, but not really any highlights from that game that you would want to go back to and show.
except for
No, not at all.
Nick Martin getting the bump on the side on the out of bounds, and then end up doing an ACL off it.
Yeah, ACL.
Yeah, it's
That's a big one,
devastating.
actually. Yeah, for them. Another one. So they're going to definitely break this debutant record because they're out of place. They've got to
Yeah,
keep dragging them in.
They are. They are. They could do with another end of season draft the way they're going. But
Well, we all get an end of season draft, mate. It's called the draft. It's a
no,
national
you got
draft.
mid-season, you got mid-season, then end of season, and then you've got after end of
What
season.
do they need an end of season for, mate? That's the end of the season. They're not playing finals.
All right, let's keep moving through because there's not much to talk about that game. Freo Hawks 77-64 Freo's way. This game was actually pretty good.
yeah, and that last quarter when they come home.
It was good to watch. Inaccuracy again.
Yeah,
Bad kicking, bad
the
football.
whole round was inaccuracy, really.
It was.
So except Fremantle, 12 goals 5. You'd be pretty happy with that.
It was inaccurate for Hawks, yeah, but was that because of Freo's pressure though?
I wouldn't think so. They missed a lot of easy shots, or a couple of easy shots. I wouldn't say easy, wouldn't say a lot, but in that last quarter, they had definitely had the chance to win.
Absolutely.
Do you reckon it was win related? I didn't see much of the game. Because I noticed it was like quarter by quarter. Like the first quarter, like Freo were going away, then the second Hawthorn came back, and then the third, Freo started coming back, and then Hawthorn went away again, but then Freo come back again.
I think it was just the momentum.
Yeah.
Games were swinging with the momentum. I didn't think it was too breezy.
What did you spot there, Taz? I thought you were reading chat there. You noticed.
I was, yeah. It's a really good, interesting stat actually. So, Tiger Times got between the Tigers and the Bears at the time. The Tigers won 45-26 back in 1989, round 11. The Roos won 49-14 against Fitzroy in the same slot too. At least for myself, Richmond can't get the spoon this year.
Yeah.
Switkowski, he's come back from before he got injured. He was having a really good year. Got injured, been out for a while. He's come back in, and he's so important for their side. I didn't realize he's 28 years of age.
Oh,
Kicking on a bit.
either.
Yeah, I thought he was just a couple of years.
Yeah, I thought he was
really
early to mid 20s. So he's been a great small forward for them this year. But it was good for the Hawthorn side of things. Kelshadir to pop up and kick 3 goals after a long injury layoff. I know he came back. I think actually this was his return game.
It was his return game.
Yeah, so that was good. And then Andrew Brayshaw with the big blood.
Yeah, I see that at the end.
Cut across the back of the head.
When he was getting interviewed.
Yeah, they're interviewing him on KO, and he's just got all this blood down here, and
then it's back in the rooms. It's still there. Back in the rooms, getting interviewed again.
Still bleeding.
Yeah,
must have got him pretty bad.
yeah.
No, didn't you see it? It was a big knee.
No, was it?
Good knee.
Oh,
Good
fuck.
knee from Jackson. It was actually friendly fire.
But didn't he have a game, especially in that last quarter as well?
Oh yeah, he was elite, and he's a tackle machine just like Rao. He's like 14. And Lloyd Meek, the big ruckman, laid 13 for the Hawks.
Ooh,
That's throwing his body around.
Yeah,
he's coming along good too, Makey. We've been praising ruckman. They've all been electric this year.
Yeah.
We're up to 2. He had 48 hit outs.
About 7, mate. Counting's a bit poor.
And he was up against Jackson and Darcy. Tell you what, they're starting to make a pretty good combination.
Yeah. And they don't mind going forward too. When they're not.
With Jackson running in the midfield too, he's become a midfielder as well. So they get the double trouble in there.
Absolutely, and they're not. And Jackson's not afraid to throw his body around as well. I think he ended up with. Let me just have a quick look. He ended up with 6 tackles as well. So that's good. Good signs for Freo too, because they've been on a really good roll over the past 7 weeks.
I think little hiccup against Sydney.
Yeah, well, they've won 6 out of the last 7, so they're just They're just sitting inside the 8 on 44 points with a game clear of the Dogs, and then you've got the Swans on 32 in 10th, and we'll move across to that next game now.
Big game for Freo this weekend though, so we'll see Sunday Arvo with Collingwood at the MCG. So
if they can win that, I would make them a genuine top 8 team.
Yep.
I was going to say we'll move into the Swans game, but we're not up to that. We're up to your boys, Melbourne and North.
No, we got us first. Got the boys first. Where Big Maxi Gawn absolutely dominated Cherry in the ruck, and I think that was the end result in the end.
Well, I think Sherry got a bit worried after that bump on Sparrow. So
no, he was beaten all day, and they were beaten heavily in the midfield all day. So you can tell they were really missing LDU and Larky up front. They just couldn't get a goal scorer.
Yeah, so Sherry's missed 3 weeks for that.
He will miss 3 weeks
for that bump. Do you think that they'll contest it?
No, it wasn't a bump. It was a swinging arm, and 3 weeks this year.
That's what I meant. The fist to the face. Yeah.
Yeah, they're 3 weeks this year. You swing one and get them high. It's 3 weeks. It's happened all year. It's going to happen. It's going to continue to happen. So
true, very true. Cosy Pickett was lively again, 20-1.
He was early and then just sort of faded away, and then it was Melksham.
That's him though. That's what he does. Floats in the game. But yeah, Melksham's been huge, like we mentioned before. 14 goals in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, Melksham. Yeah, huge. He's just contract year again. I think he's coming out of contract too, so get some money.
He's just like a stringer. That's how I see Melksham. I really do.
Although he has performed really well this season, the last couple of weeks anyway. He's looked good. He's looked fit, and why not? See how he goes.
Interesting. If they do get him to come around again, whether he lives up to the same hype or the same performance level that he has. I don't expect him to kick 4 or 5 goals every week, but he should be good for at least 1 or 2.
Yeah. Now, is this the part of the season where we start talking about now? Carlton's in this boat as well, but Melbourne, as in the age of their players, the disappointing season. Do they start looking at rebuilds now, or what do we do there? Because they're aging. They're an aging list. They got the 3rd oldest list, I think it was. Carlton's got the 2nd, and Collingwood. Oh no, the 3rd and 4th.
We've got like 4.
Yeah, you're 4th, and they're 3rd, and both down the bottom of the ladder. We looking at rebuilds now, or I'm more talking about Melbourne here because you've got Petrarca, Oliver. Can still possibly get some currency for those two.
I think so, but I don't see the club wanting to do that, to be honest. Because Petrarca's not 30 yet, Oliver's not 30 yet, or they might be just turning 30. Gawn, I think, could go around again, but they've got no other option because they've got no backup ruckman unless they pick up an O'Brien or something.
Yeah.
But when you look at their list, at the players who actually played, there's not that many that are really old. But they might want to look at Salem to see what they can get for him. Rivers is only relatively young. McDonald's pretty old, but he's on the fringe anyway. Lever's 30, May's 30. May didn't play on the weekend either. So they've probably got 8 or 9 players that are over the 28 years of age mark.
Yeah. So you reckon they just put their head down and go again?
They need a change of something, whether that's Goodwin, whether that's the assistant coaches around them, whether it's the board, because they haven't been very stable off the field.
Well, I think they only just signed their new CEO, isn't it? Or president.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is what I've been saying for the last couple of years. If you're not solid off the field and you're structured properly with your board and everything, it filters through to game day. I promise you it does. It can impact the performance, even though you've got on-field and off-field. It's evident. We've seen it. What are your thoughts on that? Can you see that now?
Yeah, I can see it. Like the successful teams are being successful, except for Carlton. Is Carlton pretty successful or no?
Not off the field.
Not off the field. Yeah, a lot of infight. I heard Pagan say the other day that it was very toxic and a lot of Chinese whispers and attacking behind the scenes, like behind people's back. There's a lot of backstabbing in that, which you don't want. You can't have that at a club.
Not at all. Not at all. So you look at and when we were in a good place off the field, we made finals. Like I promise you, off the field matters just as much as on the field. Essendon are a rubble off the field. St Kilda's not great off the field. Carlton are bad off the field. Melbourne aren't good on the off the field. So there's 4 clubs that are in the bottom part of the table straight up.
Yeah.
North haven't been great off the field.
Yeah, so North's had players, right?
Then you look at Collingwood. They've run amazingly off the field. Geelong, they're run incredibly well off the field. So it does actually impact.
Yeah.
All right. Then we had Sydney versus St Kilda, and this was an absolute cracker of a match.
Oh yeah,
it's fantastic.
Especially
I feel for Zoe.
Who was that guy that went down and broke his arm? Did you see that?
The shoulder, the dislocated.
Yeah, the elbow.
Yeah, they didn't keep the camera on that too long, but I was red hot on it.
Yeah, it was Butler, wasn't it?
Was that who it was?
I forget who it was. I just seen the elbow. I was focusing on the elbow.
I'm pretty sure it was Butler. Jolly's got in chat up the Swans. It'd be feeling pretty good. Hopefully they can swing, snag a through.
Well, the upsets from the weekend hurt them.
Did they?
Well, Freo getting over Hawthorn hurts them, puts Freo closer. GWS getting over Geelong hurts them, puts them further away. I think Sydney needed things to go right. And Gold Coast beating Collingwood, GWS beating Geelong, Freo beating Hawthorn. That's 3 teams they're chasing that have just got a win that they shouldn't have got.
Well, I think the Bulldogs have got a couple of hard runs to go, so I think that's where they're hoping to peg back a couple of there. But the
Bulldogs are already out of there. Yeah, they're 9th now anyway. So Sydney's got to catch either GWS, Fremantle, Gold Coast, or Hawthorn, and those teams. Or Geelong, those teams have had a win, and now Sydney's going to have to beat Brisbane and Collingwood. So it just makes it a lot harder, but the things have got to go right. But those upsets really hurt their chances, I think.
Well, Sydney have got North this week.
That's a loss.
Freo have got Collingwood. Giants have got Essendon. They'll win that. Hawks have got Port. They should win that. Suns have got Adelaide. That can go either way. And Geelong have St Kilda. That's a win. So you would think that the only team there would be Fremantle that'll lose, which means that Sydney, if they beat North, which they should, they'll be 2 games behind them instead of 3.
Yep.
So there's still...
but Freo's already... Where are they sitting 8th?
8th. So Geelong, Suns, Hawthorn, Giants, Fremantle. So that's 4th down to 8th, are all on 44 points.
Yeah, but it does make it a lot harder now. So they're what, 3 games out now?
Yep.
Is it 3? Yeah, 3 games out. And that was 3 upsets that shouldn't have happened. So there should only be 2 games out now.
Yeah, because if Hawthorn did go over Freo, that'd only be 2.
Yeah, and if Geelong got over GWS like we all thought was going to happen, they'd be 2 off 2, and it'd be a lot easier to peg back than 3 off 2.
Yep.
Oh, definitely. But there is still a chance. And
there's hope. It's mathematically, but it's still mathematically possible for Port Adelaide to make it too, but we don't see that.
We don't know.
No, not with.
But because it says GWS wasn't an upset in the slightest. Well, it was on odds perspective. They were $2 something to win against Geelong, and they got the job done.
Joel says that Swans have GWS in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so they've got to win that one to peg them back as well. And I think they're going to have to beat both Brisbane and I think it's Collingwood they play as well. So they're going to have to beat top 2 to potentially make finals.
Yeah,
absolutely. Wanganeen Miller was big again, but Marcus Windhager, 36 disposals. I don't know who had him in draft. I can't remember, but they had him on the bench and he scored 156.
Oh, wow.
That's unlucky.
What about Josh Jacobs scored 198 or something, didn't he? He was on 200, but then they took 2 points off him.
Mate, I reckon he scored 98 in the last quarter.
Yeah, it was like 86 or something in the last quarter. It was ridiculous.
Last quarter.
Errol Goulden's still very, very important for the Swans. But yeah, look, a bit. No, I was going to say a bit of a nothing match, but it's not because Sydney is still trying to push for finals.
Yes.
But what do Saints do? What do they got to do for next year?
Because I don't know. Because the problem is, and this is the problem for the same with North, with that they can't get. Well, North now they've just drafted their players, so they've got their players locked in. But Saints can't buy a player. They're throwing money at left, right, and centre everywhere. No one wants to go there, just like no one wants to go to North or no one wants to go to Richmond at the moment. They'll get TDK, but they're paying 1.7 for a player they could get for free.
Yeah.
And have you seen his performance?
He's not in Carlton. He's out. He's already checked out. They could have got him for free at the end of the season.
But then it affects their cap for Nazai Wangani Miller.
Well, that's it. You would have preferred to throw it at him or Butters or someone like that.
Yeah.
Kelso's talking to someone. I don't know. He said me asshat, so I don't know who he's talking. What he's talking about there. Zoe's got get a top 4 draft pick, I suppose. Yeah, but what's that going to do, Zoe? Like, you've got some good young players. Are you guys rebuilding? Like, you probably need to because you've got a good young crop there that you could build around.
But they've already sort of done a mini one. They need a snag. Like they've chased players like LDU, players like that the last couple. They need one of them to draw other players in. So North got those signatures on Sheasel, Warlaw, McKercher, LDU, and now everyone's on board. Everyone's signing. Everyone wants to stay. That's just what St Kilda need. Just a little bit of loyalty and just group together, and then they'll start. Because they're very competitive when they play attacking brand of football, but I don't know.
Kelso's got Windhager, that's why. Yeah, they are. But in saying that, Carlton also had a lot of their star players recommit and were attracting players, and they're up shit creek.
Yeah, but you say star players. There's maybe 4 in Carlton squad that I'd say at A grade. The rest are mediocre at best, and they attracted the wrong sort of players.
So Cripps, Wiedering, Curnow, Mackay.
Yeah.
That'd be my 4.
Yeah.
That'd be my 4. But the ones under that, you do have some B graders, but a lot of passengers.
Absolutely.
And you spent too much money on the bigger 4 players.
But that's what I think Saints are going to go down the path of. Sorry, you want to say something?
You know Curnow, you know how he's your key forwardman, but then when he comes up on the wing and that he gets the ball and he kicks it inside 50 and just smashes a target.
Yep.
Would you give him a run in the midfield? Just like
100%.
I don't know why they don't do it.
Because
they've got no forward line, and their game plan is bomb long to Curnow.
But that's why I think.
But if they're not getting it there, that use him to get to someone else.
I think they get it there. It just gets intercepted a lot.
Curnow's got a lot of similar traits to Jeremy Cameron, and that's what even the commentators say, but they don't use him like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're getting off topic. We'll go back to, I don't know. I think you're right. I think Saints need to get
land their impact player, which we go on about. That's the only team we can't see one for. They don't have their impact. Although Windhager's coming along now.
I think Nazai Wangani.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, that's all, man. Yeah.
Yeah, they could lose him as well.
He's the man now. So
yeah.
But I have heard a little whisper that they're chasing Max King's brother.
Oh, Ben King.
Or
is there another one?
Ben King, yeah.
Yep.
What are they going to? They can't get Max on the park. What are they going to do with 2 off the park?
Oh, hopefully,
that's why when one's off, the other one on.
Then we got Port Adelaide, West Coast. Now, West Coast were absolutely electric for the first 42 minutes of this game.
They were.
I thought they were going to pull one off, and then Freo just flexed. Oh, fucking Port Adelaide, sorry, just flexed.
So I was just reading chat, Zoe.
Now, I don't know if you've seen this during the game, but my funniest part of this game was Harley Reid on Paul Francis Jr.
Yes.
Telling him that he went back to mummy after 1 year. To go back home to mummy. It only took him a year.
And everyone's giving Harley Reid crap for that. But to be fair, Harley Reid's in his 2nd season at a West Coast club.
He's I reckon he'll sign for 2 more. So
seems like he's pretty comfortable at the moment.
And I think he's nearly made the decision on his form over the last month because he's got it out of his head and he started. So I reckon he might already know. I reckon he already knows he's signing. He's staying.
I reckon you're right because he's been great the last 3 or 4 weeks. He really has been.
He's copped another fine this week though.
$10,000.
What did he get 10,000 for?
Tripping Boak apparently. Yeah, or 6.5 with an early plea.
Tripping.
Yeah,
Hugh Tanner, just before we go, speaking of off-field cultures, West Coast, ?
They're pretty good.
I thought they were right.
Yeah, I thought they ran the club. They're the biggest club in the West, and
I think they had issues during COVID, and I think that they have worked their butts off the last 4 or 5 years to actually overcome those challenges. That's why they made a lot of changes. there is allegedly a few things happening with an ex-North Melbourne player's wife and those sort of things. I'm not going to go into those because they are just rumors, and we just got to be careful what we say in regards to those sort of things. But I think everything's starting to calm down now, and they're starting to get it a little bit more flow with what they're doing and more professionalism behind the scenes.
Yeah. Well, last year the membership numbers was 103,498. So I'm not sure what they are this year, but I dare say that hit pretty close again.
Yep. North would be close that year with my 15 memberships.
But Eagles are also playing a young team, like a lot of young players, and some of those players look really good. Yeah. The defender, what was his name? He's usually he's in the back line now. Jinby?
Yeah, Ruben Jinby.
Yeah, he's turning into an outstanding defender.
He is.
Yep. You got Gimby, McCarthy. He's
been a great pickup.
He's a great mid-season pick. They've got some young talent, and all they need to do is do what North and Richmond are trying to do and keep them all together. And those three teams are going to be a team to beat in 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I agree with that. It'll be, Hawthorn, North, West Coast, even St Kilda if they can continue to blood their youngsters. Richmond, Essendon. That's 6 teams.
Yeah, all going to push through.
Jason Hall-Francis broke his foot early in the game.
Yeah.
Still finished the game with 27 touches, 3 goals, 1.
Very good in performance with a broken foot.
Very well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, that was the end of the round. I only watched that till about 3/4 time, and then sort of faded away because there was a bit of a blowout. But Harley Reid huge again.
Yeah,
back on Harley Roach.
But it's a bit of a nothing game as well. I mean, for Freo, they're just trying to obviously.
Port Adelaide.
Yeah, Freo.
now, didn't we hear while we're on this point? Didn't we hear Ken Hinkley say he would stand down when they're no longer a possibility of making finals?
Yes.
Didn't you have already handed it over 3 weeks ago?
No. I think he's seen the season out. He's like Voss sort of, but
I thought he said it when it was mathematically, or when it was proven that they're not going to make it, he'd hand the reins over.
He basically has. If you've been watching the box when the camera goes to them, he's not the one really calling the shots at the moment.
No,
he's just having a bit of fun. Did you see that video that we posted or we shared the other week where Ken Hinkley's sort of got his side to the camera and he's putting a lolly in his mouth, and then he turns around, it's those teeth lollies, and he smiles at the camera?
Yeah.
So good. So he's just enjoying his last few months.
Yep.
So, all right, let's keep moving. So, you go, Egi.
All right, we had a special guest last week. It was Chris from Big Footy Tiger Cast. Make sure you check him out on the links in the description below. If you want to come on the show or know anyone that wants to come on the show, reach out to us and hit us up on Instagram at TNT Footy. We have a guest on the first and last Monday of each month. We do have the next 2 signed up, but if you want to come on the show, just have a chat. Just let us know and we'll bring you on.
I don't know who said that. So, guest, is Rosie going to be out next week? Yes, he is.
Yeah, with Jason Horn-Francis.
Horn-Francis season. Yeah. Yep.
Horn-Francis season with the foot.
Yep.
Oh, played it out. Shouldn't have played it out. Might have got back in 3 weeks.
Good night, Jolly. Thanks for stopping by.
Hopefully you get better, mate. Rest up. Before we move into your controversial call, I just want to give a quick shout out on behalf of us 3 to Wellesley. Yes. Brian Wells unexpectedly did a really nice post on his Facebook today, and I'll share it to TNT a bit later on now that he's made it public. He's just put the word out to people on his friends list to jump in and watch the show, and he really appreciates what we do, loves getting involved and watching every Monday night. I just wanted to shout out and say really appreciate the support because it was a great video. Thank you, Wellesley.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, controversial call.
Mate, you had me on the bit for a while here. Let's get in this one. I'm saying 18 rounds. Shorten the season. It's too long. Don't you cut out that. That's coming up, Tassie. But season's too long. I reckon the bottom 6 to 8 teams, we lose interest in the season now. It's too long. play each team once, get into finals, make the final series longer maybe. I don't know. Just want to play each other once, get it over, not over and done with, but I'm sort of losing interest in footy now because your team's done. So you lose half the competition at this stage of the season when they're mathematically impossible, and the games are starting to become blowouts because they're not playing. So I reckon each team once, get into finals, get it over and done with.
Or when they're talking about last year when they're bringing out the tournament, mid-season tournament, how do you feel about that sort of thing?
Yeah, but then that doesn't help, I don't think. Like, what are you going to have teams just attack the mid-season tournament and then check out again? I don't know.
Yeah,
I just think.
But then, do they only bring that out to make the wild card round sound a bit better?
Yeah, just to flex on a wild card round.
Well, I think
the wild card.
I was against it, but I don't mind it now because it gives an extra 4 teams hope.
Yeah, I reckon. I like it because there's already 18 teams in it. There's talk of the 19th team coming in, but it's still only top eight get in. So it's like there's already 10 teams that miss out. So it's more only 40% make it into the top 8.
Wild cards down to what? 10th.
Yeah,
10th.
I reckon wild cards down to 10th. So anywhere from St Kilda at 15th can still make that. So that brings another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams, 7 teams involved.
Yeah.
Brings from 15th to first involved in the competition still. Instead of just realistically, apart from Sydney, it's 9th. And I don't even think Bulldogs can. Yeah, I don't even think Bulldogs can. The way they're playing against top, I don't think they are a chance. I reckon it's nearly locked. The 8 now, and shorten the season.
Piss off, Turtle.
I've had enough.
Tiger Time's got, I'm sort of losing interest as I feel the AFL has gone woke, and then Turtle's got Taz isn't up for it as Carlton don't have hope.
Yeah, see, I'm the same with so this part of the season they try and get interest into the footy, and they're using it with wrong, like Indigenous round, all that. I know we have to have that, but I think it's gone too far too. I reckon we shorten the mid-season thing, and Tassie just wrote here, Taz get a haircut. Sorry, Tassie. Mate, when was the last time you had a haircut?
I didn't see that on there, mate. What are you talking about?
When was the last time you had a haircut? But that's my thing. I need to
shorten
18 rounds. I'm nearly done with footy again just because you watch your team, and it's only 3 or 4, maybe 2 or 3 games you're interested in each week now.
Yeah.
The rest of the teams are checking out.
No, I get it.
Since it's only 18 rounds, or 17 rounds, should I say, because you're only going to play every team once.
No, because we've got a 19th coming in, so it'll be
18
rounds.
I think it's still a few years away.
Yep.
Well, I hope that never comes in, guest.
Do you reckon they could have like a wild card round where the 10, was it 9, 10, 11, and 12 playoff to get in to the wild card round?
I don't think so, because then you've got an odd number of finals teams.
Yeah, you need to get 2 in.
Yeah. Yep. I was going to say something before, now it's completely slipped my mind.
You've lost it. Oh, that's the controversial call anyway. Shorten the season. I'm done. I'm over it. Now my favourite segment. Tassie.
That's what it was going to be.
So
next season, we're going to have a season-long counter for how many times Todd quits football.
I reckon it's only been 2 this year, and they were genuine reasons.
That could have been third, I reckon.
There were genuine reasons this year, and it was the umpires, or not the umpires, the rule changes mid-season. We've had another one, another rule change. You cannot change the rules mid-season. This bumping into umpires is absolutely ridiculous. Umpires, get out of the way. You're not supposed to be there. Put one on the ground so they can't get in the way. I don't know. We got stuck in that Carlton one last week, so I won't stay in there. But back to my favourite segments. Roo Girls, where are we?
Roo Girls, where are we?
I had more of a build-up going, but Tassie cut me off.
Yep.
He cut me off to talk about it. But
all right, we're going back to Friday night where Gold Coast took on Collingwood. And the umpires. Nah, it's not what you think. Last week I ranted about the double booking games on a Friday night. They didn't do it this week, but Gold Coast went one better and put the Suns Pies VFL on as a curtain raiser at the People's First Stadium. With Queensland school holidays just ending, smack bang in the middle of Victoria's school holidays, then we had a packed out stadium from 3 p.m. for 8 hours of footy mecca. In the words of Crawford, this is what I'm talking about. The scheduling for this could not have hit any better, with the two-point thriller backed up by a single goal win for the Suns had teammates from both sides screaming from the race. Did you guys see it, or...?
I did not.
I didn't see it, but I love that idea. I love the idea of curtain raisers.
Yeah.
So do I. I love it. And I think with the way that the VFL is going, we're going to have standalone teams. Sorry, AFL have a VFL standalone team instead of, backing, like, for example, Sandringham Zebras and St Kilda have separated. So St Kilda's doing their own team now.
I think they've all got their own team now in there.
Not all of them.
Yeah,
No,
we're still missing a few.
Yeah, still missing a few. But I think eventually the VFL is essentially going to be an AFL reserves.
Well, it should, though. I think it should have 18. I know the VFL is the Victorian Football League, but it's not anymore. They should have the mini AFL or something. I don't know.
It's called AFL reserves.
AFL reserves or something. Yeah, just have.
That's it.
Yeah, under 19 league, and that's so because not all good enough to play the best league.
Yeah,
but twos are still pretty good.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you're still playing AFL 2, like AFL reserves, as a nationwide competition, you're still a bloody good player.
Yes.
And then we would have, instead of Essendon struggling, they'd have, say, 80 players to pick from.
Yep.
You've got 2 full sides.
Would you have all of them listed, though?
I think you could. I think you could if you did standalone. The only reason they don't now, I believe, is because they all don't have their standalone one.
Yep.
So the better clubs in the VFL obviously recruit a lot harder than the AFL reserve clubs at the moment and spend a lot more money on their recruiting because that's their main one. So
they'd have to increase the cap.
Well, I think you'd have different caps.
Well, how can you if they're all on the same list?
Yeah, I suppose, just to double the cup you're at.
And that's probably, obviously there'd be finer details, but I genuinely think an AFL reserves or 2s is what the country needs. Bring in West Coast and Fremantle from the Waffle. Bring in Crows and Port from the Sandful. And that's pretty much all we're missing now.
Well, I like that. And this is going to sound harsh, but I like that better than 2 more AFL clubs. I'd rather have a seconds VFL comp, even limit it to 16. Cut a couple of teams out.
Yeah. And have them play as curtain raisers.
Yeah. And then you play, if you go to the footy, you get 8 hours of footy. You come... You don't have to, but you can come watch the 2s first and then into the seniors.
Yeah, I love it. I really do. Just going to say here, so I did see that guest. Did you see the under-16 Tasmania and GW? Sorry, I think it was Gold Coast score today. It's like 171 to 8 or 11 or something.
I didn't see the score, but I did see them walking off the field. Like I did see a TikTok about it, but I didn't have a good enough look at it.
Yeah, it was an absolute thumping. So that's a positive sign for Tassie.
Yeah.
All right. Good wowee, Egster.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
All right, moving into tipping. Oh, that's not the right one. There we
are. We're doing an electric counter for you next year as well. Yes. And apparently you've quit footy twice since Hugh Tanner started watching Tonight, Todd.
No, Tonight doesn't count. We were on the rant tonight. So
and when I said you were ranting, Kelso's gone, when is he not?
I never rant about football. This is just straight facts out of my mouth about football.
So tipping, it pays to listen to the show because we gave away $240 last week to Pinger. So welcome, Craig. Congratulations, Craigie, on that win. With it being upset round and more than half of the games the underdogs got up, we jackpot this week to $40, and we also got $500 still left up for grabs this season. So make sure you're in it to win it.
Absolutely.
So first prize $250, second prize is $100, and third is $50, and the link is down below. Check it out.
Absolutely. And $20 a week still for perfect round. So it didn't go off this week, so up to $40 straight away.
Beautiful.
Love it. Oh, you mentioned that before, sorry.
He did mention that. I didn't know where you were going there, mate.
I was reading this, and I was reading this. I'm like,
We've just covered that. Good segment to get into, though. Viewers' questions, Tazzy. Come on, keep reading through.
All right. So first question from Fat Controller, resident DJ, friend of ours. Is there anything funnier than a player getting hit in the jewels?
I'm not even sure who he's referring to, but it is...
Not on the footy field. I didn't see it happen.
Blake Acres, I'm pretty sure, in the VFL went up for a mark and got smashed in the gonads.
Oh.
Not on the footy field. It's pretty funny.
I think it is pretty funny on the field. I mean, I don't condone it on purpose, but if a ball comes through on it, yeah. Absolutely. You guys agree?
I agree. Because I actually saw I have seen it, like recently I've seen a TikTok of a bear scratching his back on the fence He's put his arm up and he's flung something down and just swung down and hit him in the nuts and slapped him. I thought that was quite funny.
Oh, I think I've seen that same video.
Yeah, I think Joe Rogan was talking about it, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that might have been where I seen it then.
It is hilarious when someone like accidentally gets hit in the knackers, but it hurts so much, so I don't know why it's so funny.
Yes,
it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Anyway. All right, Zoe, how can we stamp out players getting abusive messages from fans when their multis lose? I saw this and I think it's completely unacceptable for people to message players because of multis. I think it's a really shit thing to do.
It is, but you can't stop it.
Well,
Hattie said the only way to stop is tell the players you're not allowed to be on social media.
I think they're trying to do it like they're linking your phone number, they're linking your digital ID to your social media so that you can be accountable for everything you say.
Yeah.
So when you go to sign up, you gotta link your.
You've got to be well, you've got to be over 18 in Australia, so you've got to have 16, is it? Yeah, so you've got to have an ID link to it.
They're trying to stamp out these like burner accounts that people are doing it from, and really track back to who the person is, who the individual is, and then they can be punished. Because it's appalling, and it's happening still to this day after all of the all the support from the media to say don't fucking do it.
You know how we fix it? No more multis. Just stop betting on the AFL.
And it's not with it. It's not just them getting upset about losing the multis. It's what they're saying to them.
It is. Yeah, exactly. Tiger Time, Scott, they don't sound like proper fans to me. I agree with that, Tiger Time. Turtle, but you can have settings to not receive outside messages. Yeah, you can, but you shouldn't have to, Turtle. Do you know what I mean? People need to stop being mean and actually start being nice to each other. And that's just my thoughts in general, not just footy related. Hugh Tanner, love how it always comes from a burner account. Yeah, it's bullshit. Guest has got probably the same fans that throw bottles at players at games, scumbags. Yeah, 100%. It needs to be stamped out, and I think it's not just an AFL issue. Unfortunately, this happens worldwide.
Yeah, and many sports. But the AFL can't stamp it out because they can't stop. They can't stop it happening. It's going to happen. It's more social medias and the betting accounts and that need to sort of step in somewhere. But I don't know how they can. I don't think it'll ever stop because it's too hard. Even in America this day, you don't have to show ID to a police officer unless you've done something wrong.
Yeah,
in Australia, you got to breathe in a breath. You don't have to do that in America. They can tell you to get fucked and walk off.
Yeah. People just need to be better. They do. They need to do better. Hopefully that's answered your question, Zoe. Kelzo, should there be an automatic review done on marks inside the forward 50 that are caught over I'm going to change that to boundary and should be overturned?
No, it's too hard.
I think it's
too long
as it is, especially if you're going into goal reviews and stuff like that.
Yeah, could you imagine that? They take a mark, they review it, takes 30 seconds to a minute for that, and then they kick it, and they're not sure if it skimmed the post. It's another 30 seconds to a minute, sometimes longer. Yep. Imagine how impatient the fans and the players would get.
What happens if you think you mark it, it spills out, they call play on, do they go back and review it and see it's a mark and then give it back to you? Do they wind back the clock 2.5 minutes? So it can't happen. It's too hard, and I don't think it should happen. I think we use too many reviews.
I think just go back to goal umpire's call.
No reviews anywhere. There shouldn't be reviews anywhere. Umpires, your two umpires in the middle, your two goal umpires, boundary riders. That's it. Their call stands. It's been like that and we never had issues with it until we started getting these higher focus and showing. Just stop showing pictures of it being out of bounds. Who cares?
To be fair, the cameras that we use are not focused enough to be able to review things anyway.
Yeah.
No,
the angles they're on and
angles.
Not enough of them on the ground.
Pixelated. It's horrible. Yeah. Absolutely horrible. So no, Kelso, none of us think that. But thank you. We
wouldn't get those Jeremy Cameron kicking the goals from outside the boundary line either. So we want to see more of this. We want to see more of him kicking them from the front row.
Yeah, especially when he gets handballed.
Yeah.
All right. And then we've got a late question. Bloody hell, mate. This is from Egi. What's your question, mate?
Should we get rid of the bounce?
No, I like the show. I think Dunstall does a great job.
I think ceremonial. I think we do one at the start of the game and that's it.
Well, I reckon
I like the ceremony.
We do 4. Start of every quarter.
Yeah,
you do one.
That's...
I reckon you do that, and then you just throw it up because I think you're wasting time doing the rebounds. And how many times is it like that the umpires are getting bumped is because they bounce the ball and it's gone off skew away, and that's where they got to run to.
And when they're running back and it's on their head,
yeah.
I like that. I reckon just start every quarter and then throw it up because also bad bounces away, 5 seconds wasted. Or if you're having a shot at goal and the siren goes 5, like it happens more than you think. Like that 5 seconds could be pivotal.
Yeah, no, I like the bounce. I actually don't mind it, but I think they're getting worse at doing it.
It's hard to practice for.
Yeah, but I don't feel like they had this many issues back in the day when they bounced it more and higher.
No, but back in the day, a bounce was a bounce. Where it went was stayed. We're only getting issues now because of that little circle.
True.
Back in the day, if it bounced and went in favour of this ruckman, it was play on.
That is true. It was
bad luck. The bounce ends up where it is. It's because we want to keep it even and inside that circle, we're having more problems with the bounce.
Yeah, that's true. I just want to touch base on what Brody said here. No chat about Voss getting threats from a Collingwood member.
Well, he must have missed the show on Thursday because we talked
about
it.
Yeah, we discussed that on Thursday.
Now, that was more an attempt at humour, I think.
Yeah, it was. And
I don't think that was serious at all. But,
when he said determined or that one word just made it.
Yeah,
because he
if he didn't put the end,
chuckle, but
it was the ending. It was the ending. That's what it was. So, all right, Tiger time. Turn it up, Egi. In terms of the bounce show, that's great. And then Hugh Tanner. That was so stupid. Not funny on any level. And I'm a Pie supporter. That's it. That's all I've got, boys. You?
That's it. That's the show.
One thing on Voss. Do you reckon he gets a sack this year?
No,
I don't reckon. I don't reckon he deserves it. When you think,
I don't think he deserves it either. But
sorry, Egi.
So because you think about, you go back and look at history, how many coaches they've had over the years that haven't made finals. In his first year, he comes in, he misses finals by 1 point, and he gets you into a prelim final. Then he makes finals last year, and then he's had one off year this year.
Like I said, the same about McRae. McRae done the same thing. Only he's got him a flag.
And Dimmer did at Richmond when they were in the dumps as well. I think it's the coaches around him. They need to give him better support. I really do. And the board needs to a real good look at themselves. I
think he gets next year. I think he's contracted for next year. I think he gets next year.
I keep hearing from different people though that we're really trying to get Longmire, Sydney's old coach.
Yeah.
It's just a rumor. I don't know, but I have heard it from a few different people.
If he's up to coach, I'd say.
I hope not, because my prediction was he was going to Tassie.
Yeah. I think that's Buckley.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I've been thinking Bucky since Tassie was announced.
Yeah, which I think is a great move for them. I do. But yeah, we'll see. I hope Voss gets to go again, and if Longmire does come in, I hope it's a supporting role for Voss to really help him.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't know.
And just before we go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow the video. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Check out the shop if you want some new clothing. Give it a big thumbs up as well. And that's it for me, boys.
That's it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, join us on Thursday for our tipping and breaking news show. We'll see you all on Thursday for explosive
electric tipping round.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Cheers.
All right, cheers all.
Peace.
Bye.